Episode 85, I think. Right?
I think so.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Thank you all for listening to episode 84, The Pod Takes on Jeopardy. I am Mark, here with my co-host.
Not Big Papi. I did not get shot.
And not the assassin. Not the seventh man that they're looking for.
No, I'm not him. No, I wasn't. I don't know if I'd ever go to the Dominican Republic anymore. They had the.
I don't know why you would.
They had the. What they just have the people who died at the resort now.
Like 6 people.
6 in like 2 months, and then now Big Papi gets shot. What's going on down there?
You hear this, Bear?
What is that?
It's a beautiful BK. Well, it's okay. That's actually pretty good. Spicy chicken parm sandwich.
Yeah, it's not bad. I actually had one yesterday.
Very good.
I had to try it. I forgot that.
Thank you,
Dove
Brandon.
over here was going to get it.
Thank you, Brandon. By the way, you're here.
No, I'm Joey Tribbiani.
No,
Because I sent you the GIF today.
Yes,
With him playing in the sand.
and because we got chicken palm.
if you were Joey Tribbiani, you definitely wouldn't have paid for this because he didn't pay for anything.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good once I open this up and eat it.
Okay.
That's what she said. And this is more shit I'm getting now.
Is she?
No, that's a different one.
Oh. No, I was talking about why would she say that? Why would she open up and eat?
Well, you open
The
up.
chicken parm?
You open and
Yeah.
eat. Okay.
I
So,
don't see what the issue is with that.
Brandon, how'd you feel about taking the L?
Sometimes you got it, Can't win them all. That's
Yeah,
why it's there.
but for someone who all they do is watch the WWE Network, like, I don't understand.
Well,
you should know
that's
more
very
than
true.
all of us.
And like I said,
Well,
I
remember, I
knew,
thought you were going to win. You could have
I
won.
mean, I won the regular season.
Correct.
I'm like the Capitals, like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
or
the pres-
anytime
you won the
before that.
President's
I just
Cup.
win the President's Cup all the time, but I just couldn't win the championship. That's okay. We'll wait for the wrestling show for that, but I got some more feedback that a couple other people said that a multiple choice Final Jeopardy was not the best. So.
Dude, you're going to break Jeremy's heart.
well, we'll talk about that
But
Sunday.
I'm not breaking his heart. Everything was great. I'm just saying I got more feedback just from myself is what I'm saying. Other people said it, not the loser like me.
That's all right. We'll talk about that Sunday.
But based
Talk
on
about Sunday.
betting, the results would have been the same.
Yes.
I mean, I shouldn't have bet at all because if I didn't bet at all, Bear would have lost.
Right.
And he would have bought. Probably would have been even more late.
This is true.
Yes.
But
And still, technically, I'm 30 minutes early.
but
Technically.
but like I said, we'll talk about this more, but on Sunday. But hey, I you go big or go home. So I went big and lost. And
Dude, you went
so I
big,
bought.
and you still would have finished second. But you wouldn't have bought.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, but no, I don't know. Most of those questions I knew, I just blanked, and then you can't stay here forever. You had to answer. So
I was in Green Bay over the weekend. We worked a show, and one of our guys, Jimmy, he's a great guy. I asked him a lot of the wrestling questions. Dude, he needs to be on the show. He would destroy us. I read him some of the stuff. He's like, "Oh, that's Skinner." And then I'm just going through it. He's
You
just,
don't piss me off with that.
yeah.
I'm still mad about
He
that.
knew,
he
knew
freaking Repo Man.
he knew that one.
Like damn, it's like I just watched that episode too.
Jason said the same. He said he knew. He said he didn't have as much as me and you. He said he knew more than Brandon. So, but he said he got easily like 55% of them right. But then again, he gets to answer all of them. We only got to answer the ones that came to us.
Yeah, like me over here getting pissed off that he doesn't know. Chris Irvine. Really? Fucking really?
And he barely got that.
Barely.
Well, yeah, it was just one of those. I stumbled at first, and I was like, "Oh no, that's Chris Jericho."
Speaking of which,
You stumbled at first. It took you like 10 minutes.
you're lucky there wasn't a time limit.
Yeah, I know.
But
right?
what you got to do on the wrestling show, you do have to share that tweet you did that you sent us today about Jericho.
Okay,
You can wait till the wrestling show because that was fantastic. I loved it.
might have to call Mr. Fuji in, and then he can read it.
I'll read it.
But no, it was good. No, that's
not a
good.
pussy.
We need to do a sports Jeopardy one because that was pretty good last Sunday. I had a lot of fun with that.
That was a lot of fun.
A lot of questions.
Jeremy,
I was like,
For Sports Jeopardy, I'd give that one to Brandon. I'd be last in that one. I know a lot, but not a. I get my years mixed up a lot with Sports Jeopardy. That would be tough. I have a problem with years.
Yeah, I mean, it would be good though. I mean, I think we should do one. I don't know who he would give that to. I don't know if he can give that back to what are the J's?
Jeremy,
there it is.
Jeremy would be good for that. We just got to tell him that Bear does not like multiple choice Final Jeopardy, so just throw out a good
that's
question.
all. They can do multiple choice, everything else, just not Final
Yeah,
Jeopardy.
multiple choice and anything else will be fine. Dude, Jeremy, don't take it hard. It was just tough. He took the L anyway. Actually, Brandon took the L anyway. But
which is fine.
It was a trick question. It was good. No multiple choice for that. But you can do multiple choice on anything else. Like, that was good. The bonus questions were awesome. I loved them. Dude, your questions were great.
Like,
you put so much time into it.
That question would have been great for, like, I don't know, tag team 800 or, 1,000.
1,000. Even the
10,
bonus.
whatever it was.
Even the bonus would have been good.
On the bonus. But I
But
guess
if there's a multiple choice,
yeah.
we got to do that. There can only be one steal.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And
Or he has to put, like, if we do it, if it's a bonus question, he's got to put, like, 8 choices.
I'm not, like I said,
So that we each get one.
I'm not, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think there is at all. I enjoyed every single thing that came up with that. I
Right.
appreciate everything Jeremy did for that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying multiple choice. It's my preference. That's all. My opinion doesn't matter. It's my opinion. We all have opinions. Brandon has an opinion. He likes Notre Dame. His is wrong all the time.
Right.
No.
Jeremy, you were great. Thank you. So, speaking of thank yous.
Brandon, not so much.
Thank you to, but speaking of Brandon's and thank yous, thank you to Brandon at All Wear Clothing, the first and primary sponsor of Over the Line Sports Podcast. Thank you for what you do. Looking forward to getting our merch. I still got to send him the email telling him what we need. Thank you to Sean at Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. Serves the Toledo and surrounding area.
No, I'm not even going to shoot today. The whole Dominican Republic.
Okay. The entire Dominican Republic.
He does not serve there.
He does not serve the entire Dominican Republic.
And if we have listeners there, sorry, move.
Give him a call, 419-704-5471, which, by the way, is now only his business line. If you did not know this, he has another number, personal number.
Wait, say that again? Sorry.
419-704-5471 is only a business line now.
That's not his cell phone number?
No. I'll
You
get
got
to
a
you
new
later.
cell phone?
Yeah, he has a new cell phone number.
Well, thanks, Sean, for giving me your new cell phone.
Well, I was with
appreciate
him
it.
at the hockey game, and it's like 1995 phone. So
His business phone or his new phone?
His new phone. It's so that he doesn't get on, and I give him credit. As a family man, he doesn't get on Facebook, doesn't do this stuff, shuts off work. That's awesome. So props to him.
When he's at home, he does that, or just
That's his
altogether,
personal phone. Yeah, it's just a flip phone
so
now.
he's done with Facebook.
Yes, on there.
Okay.
Unless he's working. He owns the place, so who cares, right?
But his personal Facebook, he's done. Is what you're saying?
On his business phone, because he's got a personal phone now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying he has a flip phone for that now. Did I thank Wes? I don't think I did. Thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Give him and check him out on Facebook at Wes Anderson Music. So, reverting back, follow him on Twitter, Songs by Wes. Also, thank you to Verizon, who is a true technology business partner who helps local businesses deploy technologies that positively impact operations and can increase revenue for the company. At Verizon, we do not wait for the future, we build it. Go to their website, get in touch with the sales rep in your area. Thank you to PNC. Visit Cassandra at PNC, who will help you with your banking needs, whether it be loans, credit cards, personal banking. She's there to help. Give her a call, 419-877-0634. Go ahead.
Are you done with the number?
Yeah,
Oh. Are you done?
I got one more.
Oh, go ahead.
Ben Meyer, Yark Chrysler, Jeep Dodge Ram on the Central Avenue Strip. Thank you, Ben Meyer.
And certainly, last but certainly not least, Burger King for unofficial sponsor for the chicken parm sandwiches. Pretty good.
This cheese isn't even melted on the sandwich.
Well, you're late.
It doesn't unmelt cheese. It means the cheese was never melted.
No, that means just the place that I went to is just not that good, so I probably won't go there again.
Where did you go? Which one? I mean, not that I'll ever go there, but the one by work that I did yesterday because I had to try it, forgetting that you were going to get this today, or not knowing if you were going to get it today, in all honesty,
Right.
was very good. The sandwich was hot the entire way through. Cheese was just melted, gooey.
You got to remember,
delicious.
I got this like an hour ago. So
Cheese doesn't unmelt.
well,
Look at this.
yours probably did.
Look,
Mine's
yeah,
is-
that never melted.
That's
Look
Parmesan.
at that.
That's Parmesan. It's supposed to do that. You ever see the commercial?
It's supposed to be
It's supposed to sit on there.
melted.
You got melted cheese on there.
Here's an idea. Why don't you have
Look at
one of
that.
your shitty employees
Look at that, melted
mop
cheese.
a fucking tabletop again?
Melted cheese on
Mop
there.
a fucking
You
tabletop.
freaking idiot.
That's not
Stupid
melted.
donkey
I'm sorry.
motherfucker.
Donkey.
Yes, this
Jesus.
is it.
Are you just calling him an ass?
But this
Yeah,
right
but
here
being
is.
nice, I had to throw motherfucker in there. So.
That is not fucking melted.
This is not. But this is.
Well, because it hit the chicken parm. Jeez.
Exactly.
Hey, I'll tell you what. It was delicious.
It was very good. And it's spicy. I love spicy stuff. This is good.
It was fantastic.
By the way, I have a bet going on for the wedding this week with Cody.
Oh, hold on. We got a call coming in.
He's sitting with you.
Okay.
Robbie in the lobby. Do we have a stat of the day?
Hello?
Robbie in the lobby. Do we have a stat of the day?
Yes, we do. This is brought to you by Big Boy and Coke Zero and whatever the hell is getting us to Bangor, Maine.
Yeah, he's heading to Bangor, Maine.
Bangor, Maine.
Yeah. Here on the outskirts of Erie, Pennsylvania, here's the stat of the day. In Major League Baseball history, 8 times a reliever has come in with the bases loaded through one pitch, and the game ended in a triple play. That is brought to you by Big Boy and Coke Zero.
Wonderful.
Very nice.
Do you have any, or did you take the overs today?
Of course.
Are you stopping by Shea Stadium?
You're talking about on the Boston Bruins game, right?
Yeah, on the Bruins game. Is it 5.5
Yeah.
like always?
Like always, yes. And also,
I'd go under.
I took 4-1 odds, not 1-4, 4-1 odds that there would be a goal in the first period.
It was 4-1?
Yes.
Wow.
I also stopped at Ace Hardware to pick up some rope in case nobody scored.
well, I don't,
Blues win 4-3.
are you going to hang Hooky the Bookie if that happens?
He'll no longer be with me. Of course, I'm taking him out with me. Yes, for putting up stupid stats like that and ridiculous odds. But I got to go through it because after my team scored 5 goals in the third period the other day, I have to go with it. I have to go with what works.
That's right. The now that we have your stat of the day, what's your take on what happened to Big Papi?
Looks like he got popped. So,
Did you see they caught 6 of the 7 assailants in the in what's going on there?
yeah, I just read that. AKA Sandy, AKA the Red, AKA the Surgeon, AKA idiots.
Well,
Guy shot him in the back, and then he wrecked the motorcycle. So the ineptitude, all over $7,800, which is 400,000 pesos. I would have just taken one of his chains. You know, it's worth more than that.
All on top of that, after wrecking your bike and then getting destroyed by like 6 dudes too.
Well, that should happen, and because you're an idiot, you know. And so is Big Papi for being down there without any security, and it's murder capital of the world. So, you know,
absolutely
he's a
true.
baseball player. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But now he's sitting in a hospital trying to recover because of idiots on all parts, and himself included.
Very true.
But like Schwarzenegger, he'll be back.
He'll be back. That's right. Schwarzenegger's back.
But, yeah. But like I said, the headline should be Big Papi got popped.
Big Papi got popped. I like it. All right. Well, stat of the day. Thank you. Hope to hear from you soon. We haven't heard from you in about a month and a half, 2 months. So hopefully we hear from you again.
I send these in. I don't see any checks. I don't get no letters. I don't get any calls.
Well, we got Jake the Stat Parrot, who usually has this for us.
Yes, well, he's a parrot. He doesn't make up the shit himself. I do. I dig deep. I dig deep. I dig deep. Yeah, it's 5. You know, he's like Jimmy Buffett. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You know, but I dig deep for my stats. Well, okay, if I come across it on the internet, then I use them.
Well, who do you have tonight? Blues or Bruins? Besides
Either
the
one.
over, you don't care.
I just take the overs. I don't care who wins. I just lost a game where I had the over-unders on 12.5, and one team scored 10, and I still lost. So,
That happens.
yeah, I know it does. They call it El Gambling.
All right, big casino.
That's okay. Big Casino is out. Big Casino's got a download. It's been a long ride from Oklahoma, and I'm only in Ohio.
All right. Well, I thought you're near Erie, Pennsylvania. Well, enjoy your downloading. Enjoy your shit.
Wait,
And-
you're going to Maine, right?
Yeah, he's going to Bangor, Maine.
Bangor, Maine.
You gonna stop by Shea Stadium?
You already effing said that.
I know, but he didn't answer.
Shea Stadium. Jeez, look at a map. I'll be at Shea Stadium on September 11th. We're playing at where the site of the U.S. Open.
I was
yeah.
just going off your last rant that you had about the Mets. So I just
That wasn't him.
huh?
Wrong guy.
No.
These are two different people, Donkey Kong.
Jesus.
So evidently, it doesn't take much to run these podcasts, right?
No.
No, not really.
What is it? Like, anybody just, like, if you went by a school one time, or did you have to go to the school?
Well, Brandon's not allowed within 300 feet of a school or a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, yeah, the restraining order.
I guess. Apparently.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Robbie, in the lobby. Big casino. Have fun.
All right, will do.
All right.
Adios.
Bye.
You know, in my defense, all these guys sound alike. Plus, we got Jeremy, we got Jason, we got the other Jay.
Good one.
So Jake.
The guy that's on the show?
No, who's the other one? We got Jeremy, we got Jason, we got Justin, we got Jake. We got all these Jays.
Justin
we got all
actually
these.
told me he's going to call in for a live Twitter question.
And we got all these.
And guess what? Guess who's calling? Justin on the Twitter.
Didn't you already send Twitter questions?
Yes, he did. Justin on the Twitter phone. What do we got?
Yes, actually, I think you misspoke. It is the Justin on the Twitter.
Sorry.
At the
At
Justin.
the Justin on the Twitter phone.
All right. In our first line of business, I want to know, did Burger King fit into the financial advisor's advice?
Brandon, you can go ahead and take this one.
Yes, it did.
And you missed the complaint. You'll hear it on the show. But, Bear, what was your big complaint?
The cheese isn't melted. Bullshit.
Isn't that a Parmesan
yeah.
in general?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, but it is not
Oh.
melted.
It was not. Okay, that's not much different. That does suck. I agree. Yes. There's
was
no
good, though.
reason why Wendy's killed Burger King.
Yeah, facts.
Thank you. Thank you. See? Factual information.
Sorry.
Wendy's cheese would be melted.
The Justin on the phone Twitter phone, who also has the funk, understands. And I will tell you guys about the funk later. He gets it. He has the funk. The funk is our leader of the Church of Merch. The funk.
The funk.
I've been blessed by the funk.
We have been
Twice over.
no. This guy, I will. Since Justin's on the phone, you'll understand. This guy comes up. Well, Glenn, the guy that owns the company, says, "Hey, you're going to be looking for a guy named the Funk." I'm like, "The Funk." His name's the Funk, and he's like, "Yeah, you're looking for the Funk." So this guy comes up.
Terry Funk?
Sure, but he has long blonde hair. He's wearing steel-toed boots, short shorts, and a cut-off T-shirt. And he's like, and I was like, I knew immediately that's the Funk. That's him. That's the Funk. And what did we say? His dad is the brawny paper towel guy, and his mom is a T-shirt.
Yeah, we might have had like 10 hours in the car to come up with this, so this is what entertained us for that whole ride. So,
But I have never laughed that hard in my life.
it was solid. It was solid, no doubt.
So,
All right.
your question, sir.
Yes. All right. With the Raptors dropping Game 6, and they did drop it, do the Warriors have any chance to win the series?
Yes, of course they have a chance. They're the Golden State Warriors. Not a good chance, but they have a chance. It's taking one at home. I honestly think, and we'll get there, I'll just say it now, I think they're going to lose at home. I think losing Durant is huge. It was a spark that they did, and Toronto booed them and all of that in Game 5. But you saw what happened in the second half when Durant didn't play. And it wasn't good. And without without Curry and Clay getting hot right there at the end to make 3 shots to win that game, Toronto should be it should be over. They should not be playing Thursday night. I think that, I mean, like I said, they're Golden State. They have the best 2 shooters in the NBA with Steph and Clay. They're never out of any game ever because they can just hit 4 threes back to back to back to back.
Right.
Done.
Yeah.
And it's over.
Not over at all. But I do think they lose Game 6 close. I think they're going to come out hot, and then they're going to fade down the stretch. But they still have a chance.
I think what they're really missing, they don't have anyone to match up with Kawhi, and that was Durant's role. And then when Kawhi's backup comes in, he's a monster too. And there's just no one on that team that can match up with that length and physicality. So.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, the only one I think that could would be Draymond, but he's too slow. He's not as quick as Kawhi. And you saw his reach when he blocked Lowry at the end of that game. That was insane. But that's Draymond, and Draymond's just a hothead too, which doesn't help them either.
Oh, yeah.
One more tech and he's suspended.
Yeah, one more tech and he's done.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I mean, my opinion, I think the emotion's going to get to him tomorrow. I think Toronto's going to win this game, maybe I think they might even win by 10. With that injury, I think Durant going down, like you said, Bear, with Steph and Clay hitting those big shots at the end, really saved them obviously because they forced Game 6. But I just think the emotion is going to get with them with Clay being down, the injuries that they got off the bench, as well as going back home down 3-2. I think Toronto gets it done tomorrow. I want to say by 10.
Yeah. Also, do you think it was the most Canadian thing ever for the fans to immediately cheer when Durant got injured, then immediately apologize and start cheering for Durant? I mean, right after that.
It's funny.
What's more Canadian?
It's funny because everybody fell in love with Canada when this final started, and then they just switched just like that as soon as they started going.
But the media are assholes because they portrayed it as, they're doing something wrong, and then they turned around and did, like Justin said, the most Canadian thing ever, and just cheered for him. I agree. That is the most Canadian thing that Canadians could do.
Well, that's because everyone pretty much told him to do it. So all the players were telling him to shut up and stop clapping for this.
And even Drake was crying away.
It's funny, though, because 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whenever it was, when Zaza stepped on, or Kawhi came down on Zaza's ankle, Golden State, not all fans, but some of their fans were literally doing the same thing. But how quick everyone forgets.
Yeah.
Do you have a dog? Is that Justin's dog on the Twitter?
Yes.
Is that Charlie on the Twitter?
It's the Charlie.
The Charlie on the Twitter. Perfect. Well, we can expect you back for the wrestling show, correct?
Yes, sir. What question number 2 for that one?
All right. Well, we'll see you on the wrestling show, sir.
All right. I think so.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks, Justin.
So yeah.
All right. So, 2 quick calls. I haven't heard from fake Francesca yet. We'll see. Or he likes to be called Francesca, so he doesn't even have to be fake. He's just Francesca.
Is that the guy that had the Met rant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he did. Now I got to turn down my gain now that the phone call's
Sorry,
over.
we just have so many contributors to the show that I just forget sometimes, get them mixed up.
But that's a good problem to have, isn't it? That we have contributors and
Well, it's a
people
great
that
problem. It's a great problem. I'm glad you guys corrected me because I would have just kept on going and asked him about this because he didn't respond.
So we
first,
have Francesca, we have Robbie in the lobby who is stat of the day, and we
That's
have
right.
Justin on the Twitter phone.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, we do. All right. So, I mean, might as well just finish up NBA if anyone has any other prevailing thoughts since we just went into it pretty much.
I can agree that I think Toronto is going to come out. I think that loss, and especially since they lost by 1 and how they lost, I think they come out charging and they won't let Golden State get too far ahead like they did this last game. And I think they come out, Brandon State, they win by 10. I think they, Golden State, like you said, with Steph and Clay, they're going to close it at the end no matter what. I think it's probably, I don't know, like a 2 to 4 point game maybe. I wouldn't be surprised, but I got Toronto in 6.
I see Toronto getting out, starting out fast, and then of course, Golden State just flipping that switch and going on like a 20-0 run, closing it up. But I think towards the end, Toronto closes it out.
Yeah, I think they will. Like you said, losing Durant, I mean, it sparked him there for a little bit. Boogie came in and played great for 3 minutes and then played like shit the rest of the game. Almost, he really realistically should have blown the game with the terrible screen he threw right at the end. I mean, he was complaining, and I mean, he threw a shoulder right into Van Fleet off of a screen. It was just so bad.
Let's be correct you here. Van Vliet.
Van Fleet, yes. I say it fast, so it sounds like Van Fleet, but it's Van Fleet. Van Fleet.
Thank
Van
you.
Fleet. Van Fleet. Van Fleet. Van Fleet. Van Fleet. Wait, see? Same thing. Doesn't matter. Or as I call him, FVF.
FVF. I like that.
So, anyways, regardless, and at the end of that game, they blew it too. I mean, and it was FVF who did. I think, and this is my thought here. One, let me go back. I don't know why Nick Nurse ever called a timeout when they go up 6.
Right, that was
on
dumb.
a TV timeout. That was terrible. That killed all momentum. Horrendous. I don't
Horrible
care
call.
how tired everybody was.
You know-
Everybody was
You
tired.
know who wouldn't have made that call? Dwayne Casey.
LeBron James, coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Or the Lakers.
Would he
now.
have reacted again like he did to J.R. Smith?
No,
Like,
because
would he have that reaction if he called a timeout?
who?
If the coach called a timeout? Do you know
No,
what I'm talking
because
about?
they needed to call a timeout. So
Right.
I don't,
They
I don't
needed that
understand. I
timeout.
don't get what your point is.
You just said I don't know why the coach called a timeout.
But
It killed
that
the
was
momentum.
different. That was a 2 minutes left. Yes, it killed the momentum. But they were up 6. It wasn't with 8 seconds left when they have the ball in their hand.
It's true.
Jesus, God, what do you do all day? Let me speak. Anyways, so back to
Why? You always cut me off.
back
so
to what
I'm
I
trying
was
cut
back
you
to what
off.
I was finishing with. So
That's how it is, you
Boogie gets an offensive
I gotta
foul
return the favor.
with 15 seconds left.
Yeah,
And
don't lose your-
then,
don't lose
as
your
they go
thought.
down, we know Kawhi is going to have that ball. Kawhi has the ball at the top of the three-point line with Klay on him. You know he's going to get doubled. Who's going to get open, okay? So we just have everyone standing here, no one's moving. Makes no sense to me. Where does he go? I think he goes right, and Iguodala comes right up to double him. So he gives it to Van Fleet. No? Nothing?
Van
Okay.
Vliet.
Yeah, I'm going to say Van Fleet now to piss you off. So he gives it to FVF, who drives by Sean Livingston. He drove by him, and he passed it. Why did he pass that? That's what I don't understand. There's no reason why he should have passed that ball. He would have had a 16-foot floater, or he could have just banked it, won the game, been the hero. Instead, my thought process is, let's give it to Kyle Lowry because he sucks. He's been like the biggest woat of all time in the playoffs. Give him his one moment, and what does he do? He gets blocked, and the ball goes outside the backboard. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
That is
What a
embarrassing.
waste. He should have just shot it. It would be over, and I wouldn't have to stay up till midnight to watch the stupid finals, and I could go to bed at a decent time. I'm an old man. Can't do this shit anymore.
I was in bed, so I didn't watch the
Well,
end.
that's because you are older than me.
I am.
If it's like 8 o'clock, you're in bed.
Except tonight.
Probably.
Or every other Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Hey, how many days do you work a week now?
2, 3.
3.
3.
Okay.
Only 3.
I got a question though too, because
Why would I say I'm poor?
we talked about this. We talked about this after the fact, but the day before that game, when they said Durant was playing, I was texting Andy and I said, "How dumb is it for him to play?" Because I said if he tears his Achilles again, he's not getting a max deal. Andy goes, "Oh, someone will give him a max deal." And what happens 8 hours later?
You got to play though. You're a competitor. You're not going to sit out just because. Oh well.
Well, he
you know.
just lost. He just lost $250 million.
No, he
Because of
did.
that.
Someone's going to. No, someone will sign him.
Why?
Someone will give him a max deal. It's Kevin Durant.
He's out for all of next year.
It doesn't matter. You'll still get it. You'll still sign him.
So you're gonna pay a guy to sit on the bench the whole year?
To get Kevin Durant, someone's going to be stupid
Oh
to
wait,
make that decision.
You're right. No, he's not.
Someone
gonna
is
sit on
gonna
the
be
bench.
stupid to
Oh,
make
no.
that decision.
He's not going to sit on the bench all year because he's going to be at home.
And you know who's
recovering
it's
from
going to be?
Achilles
You know who it's
injury.
going to be? It's going to be the Knicks. They're going to be stupid enough to make that damn decision. I'm telling you.
Probably
Someone's going
will.
to pay him. He's going to get a max deal. He's Kevin Durant.
I don't think he's going to get a max deal. Not this year. Not this year. Someone might say, "Yeah, I'll sign you for like $3 million. You're not playing.
No.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?"
Someone will be stupid enough to give him a max deal.
I don't think so. Not this year.
Who, Durant?
Yeah. And I think it will be the Knicks. Because they need to make that move.
Well,
they
he's
have
going to be out for
They can
what,
sign
probably
two
a
max.
year, right?
They can sign two
Oh,
max
yeah.
players, and the Knicks are
9
going
to
to go
12.
hard.
9 to 12 months.
He's out for all next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even if he does go to the Knicks, they're not making the playoffs.
Right.
But you sign him to a 6-year, 5-year deal, whatever a
Did you
max
see
deal
that
is.
the Bears already waived Chris Blewett?
Yeah, he
the
missed
kicker?
3 42-yard field goals in a row.
Did he?
And then they brought in 3 kickers today, and they
All of them
missed
missed 42-yard field goals.
Are you kidding me?
No, dead serious.
So, speaking of basketball, did you see that the Lakers and Celtics are currently engaged with trade talks with the Pelicans? Celtics should not do it. As a Celtics fan, I will tell you, they will only have him for a year. And if they're going to give up Tatum, I will go punch Danny Ainge in the throat.
I'd like to see that. I'll root you on.
Please, thank you.
I'll clap in the background. I'll be like, "Hey, Gary, hit him in the face."
It's Mark.
Oh, Yay, Gray, hit him in the face.
I like gray too.
That's better.
I almost thought about putting that on the shirt. I'm putting gray on the shirt.
You should.
Yeah, it's going to be gray.
You should.
In gray lettering.
That might work too.
Isn't the shirt gray? Or
With
is
an
it white?
A or
Nah,
with an E?
it's
White.
a dark gray.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
With an A or with an E?
An A. Why would it be an E?
Oh.
do you spell Gary Gery?
God. Who? Jerry.
You're putting gray. Maybe.
Oh my
put an
God!
E.
Re-
mean, you're putting gray.
I don't
Maybe
understand
you're putting
it.
E.
We're making fun of somebody that was dyslexic and read my name as Gray. Gray Louch. I'm like, that's me, and it's Loach, and it's
Who?
also Gary,
Who was that again?
the guy on the field trip in 8th grade.
Oh, I was probably there.
It's probably almost as bad as someone putting I quite on a napkin and leaving a pizza shop.
Somebody here's related to him.
Yeah.
Somebody.
I don't know who, but I don't have a brother.
I do, and it wasn't my brother. He just. We won't get into that. What he did, but. Move on. What's the next thing we got here? NHL. What do we got? Game 7 tonight.
Game 7 tonight.
Is it
There's
it?
no
I said
better.
Blues 4-3.
In Boston, correct?
Yep. No better words in the English language than Game 7.
All right, let's just go right into it. Go ahead. What you were going to say.
About what?
Whatever. Zdeno Chara, he started last game. He had a goal
I'm
from
not
145 feet away.
I'm not gonna lie. I went to bed, or I'm sorry, I shouldn't say I went to bed. I fell asleep right as the third period started, as it was 1-0, and I woke up and it was 7-1 or 5-1 or whatever the hell that end score was. Yikes!
That was game, 5?
Yeah, no, that was 6. Game 6 was last game. That's why it's 7 now. That's
Did
how
you-
the numbers follow?
Did you hear me? Did you hear me earlier when I said we got a cutout of Conor McGregor coming?
No.
It's a cutout with him in proper 12. Was a friend, Mindy. She works for a distributing company, and she has this cutout
Is it
in
like
the
a
back
fat
seat.
head or
it's a
like-
big giant cutout,
Like
like a
you put on the
cardboard
ground
cutout.
or
Yeah,
something? Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I need that. We
We
drink
can-
proper 12, and she's like, I have extras. I'm like,
We'll
perfect.
put it right here where Stat Parrot sits because Conor McGregor cutout would talk more than Stat Parrot would. So I think that's a good spot for it. It would be awesome. But so Game 7 tonight in Boston. I reluctantly picked Boston in 7, so I'm going to stick with my pick, but I hope I'm wrong because I'd love to see St. Louis win tonight. I think it'd be awesome. I do think, though, that Big Casino is going to lose because I don't think over 5.5 is hitting tonight. Game 7 is usually very high-strung, tight battle, not a goal till like mid-second, another goal late second, 1-1 into the third. Possibly overtime. Who knows? Hopefully not, so I don't have to stay up all night to watch. But I think it's going to be a real good game tonight. It's going to be really physical. It's been physical the entire series. But the last time the Blues got blown out at home, they came to Boston and they stole Game 3. They got beat 7-2 at home, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
In Game 2.
Yep.
And then went to Boston and then beat them 2-1 or 3-2 or something. So they can rebound. I think they can rebound again. Their goalie every other game has been just phenomenal, and he was really good last game until the third, and he kind of got beat up a little bit. I think he only gave up 4 goals. I think one of them was an empty netter. So it's going to be a real good game tonight. I'm not going to change my pick. I'm going to stick with Boston in 7 because they're at home. It's the easy pick. That's who I picked in the beginning of the series, but I'd love to see St. Louis steal it from them tonight.
I wouldn't mind St. Louis winning. My dad is a big Bruins fan, so I know which way he's going tonight. But by the time people listen to this, it'll be over. So we'll see.
Maybe. What if they go to like 12 overtimes?
Oh, that's very true.
Absolute good point.
No, I don't even know. I don't even remember who I picked, but I'm going to go Blues win tonight. They win the Cup first time, 4-3.
I wouldn't mind that. I think the Bruins are going to pull it out, though. You're saying 4-3?
Yes.
I'm going to say the Bruins pull it out. It gets Robbie the over. It's going to be 5-2, shorthanded goal.
Yeah, 2-1 Boston.
All right. So next we've got NASCAR. What were the results? Anybody watch the race on Monday?
Did not watch it. I listened to it.
But you said it was. See, here's my thing. I caught the last few laps, and you're like, "Oh, it's great." I don't know why you guys say MIS sucks. I caught the last few laps. It sucked.
He said it was great and told us he was watching it on Racecast. He wasn't even watching the damn race. How do you know if it was good or
I
not?
was listening to it on the radio.
Whatever.
Well, people that listen to it are like, "Oh, he's driving left. He's going left again.
MRN.
And another left."
Hold on a second. I'll let you go. MRN is fantastic. They make everything way over the top, as they should. That's their job on the radio because, don't get me wrong, I think it's better than TV, but not many people listen to radio anymore. They watch it on TV. That is why it probably sounded so fantastic. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's Michigan. It wasn't that cool.
Did you watch the highlights?
No.
Okay. Neither did I. But the entire time I was listening to it, they were saying how the package is better. This is a lot better than what this is a lot better than the past races at Michigan. The single file stuff. They spread out. They said that this race was better than the last couple races. So that's what I was going off of. Again, I don't have FS1, so I was listening to it on the radio. So I'm going off MRN radio. They said it was great. Yes, when I texted you, Gary, the last couple laps, I heard Joey Logano pull away, and then that was basically it. So yes, you probably
He's turning left.
You
he
watching
passed
it
him on the inside.
Or are you listening to it?
I watched it. I watched it.
Okay.
The last 2 laps.
It probably wasn't that good. Because as I just told you, I heard Joey Logano pulls away. Okay, he's got the win. Okay. Well, the entire time before that, from what I was hearing and what I was watching on my phone, that they were close and that this is the best package that they've seen at this track in a long time.
And
everything.
It was
That's
the
what
best
they were
package.
saying.
Next to Dale Earnhardt, it was the best package.
That's what they were saying. So I don't know. I like Michigan. You guys hate Michigan. That's fine. Joey Logano won. Got his 23rd.
Michigan. It's just not exciting.
23rd career win.
It's one of the fastest races of the year.
I think it's his 3rd win of the year. So or his 2nd, whatever. But no, like I said, didn't watch a minute of it on TV, a lap of it on TV, but I listened to it on the radio. I thought it was good. I just, I love NASCAR, so.
All right, what are the updated standings? Because there's no race this week.
So I got those. So you can guess who had the best finish out of the 4 of us.
You.
No, the guy that's killing us all.
Parrot.
Who doesn't even watch NASCAR?
Parrot has Alex Bowman, finished 10th. I had Denny Hamlin, finished 11th. This would be Brandon had Amarola, who finished 17th, and Bear had Eric Jones, who finished 31st.
Turd.
So that now puts Bear in last at 15.8. I am next, 14.5. Brandon at 13.3, and the stat parrot at 10.6, who didn't even pick the first race.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, no race this week because Father's Day Sunday. So they come back in 2 Sundays.
Congratulations and happy Father's Day to the fathers.
It'd be you. Well,
on the show, I'm the only one that's a father. We all have our fathers. We all love our fathers. So,
I may have one. I just don't know.
Mr. Bear, we know. He's on the show.
I know my dad. I'm saying I might be a father, and I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure you have like at least 27 children around.
Hopefully they're in the Dominican.
They probably were the ones that tried to assassinate Papi.
Oh, good. They deserve everything they get. You know what? I'd be a much better father figure. Would have taught them better. But they come back in 2 weeks at the worst race of the year, in my opinion, Sonoma.
Yes.
I hate Sonoma.
I like Sonoma.
Watkins
I
Glen
hate
is
Sonoma.
so much better than
Glen's
Sonoma. I do
fun.
not like Sonoma. Not a fan.
All right. Well, as we piggyback off of NASCAR, leading into golf, before you talk about this week, I'm going to talk about our points last week. So we had Scott Piercy, Bud Cauley, Rory McIlroy. So Piercy and Cauley missed the cut. 82s for you guys. I had Rory, who finished first, who ran away with it. So updated standings. Last place is the Parrot, 42.4. Then Brandon at 37.1. Bear, 31.4. And I'm at 20.6. That was my 3rd win this year.
Breaking the tie with me.
But that's pretty good if you think about it. I've got 3 wins. You've got 2, and each of these guys have 1. That's awesome.
Yeah, if you look at mine, though, I think I've gone like 4th miscut,
No.
win, miscut, or is it win, miscut?
Correct. So this week you're due for a win.
due for a win,
So speaking of which, tell us about this week. Give us the picks. Actually, I would go first, but whatever you want to do.
I'll just tell you a little bit about this week. This is Pebble Beach. This is one of the best courses ever. They play it every year for the Pro-Am, but when they play it major time, dude, the rough is nasty. And if the weather doesn't cooperate, because they're out on the left coast out there, as some would say, if the weather doesn't cooperate and it gets windy and rainy and nasty, they're going to be in for some trouble. It's going to be a rough week. I haven't looked at the weather forecast for this week for Pebble, so I'm not sure how it is. Playing at this time of the year, it normally isn't that bad. When they play, I think they normally play in March or early April when they play the Pro-Am there. It might be late March. The weather's always iffy. It could be great. It could be sunny and 75 every day, or it could just be disgusting and 50 and raining and windy. So it all depends. But I don't know if you saw a video of the rough. They were on the green and threw, I think it was Patrick Cantlay and his caddy. They were practicing there. And they threw 3 balls into the rough, probably 5 feet off the green, not very far.
Right.
And it took them a minute and a half to find all the balls. And when they were found, buried. I mean, yeah. And then he chipped one out, and the flag was, I don't know, probably like 12 feet away, I'd say. He chipped one, and it went all the way down to the end of the green because that's the best he could do with what he had.
Without Cantlay?
Yeah, it was Cantlay. And like you said,
Wow.
they were just practicing and showing everyone what the rough looked like, and that was like late last week. They're not going to cut it. It's not going to get any better. So it's going to be a rough one. This is a short course. It is not a long course at all. So you're not, it's not like, Bethpage, which is one of the longest courses they're going to play. You're looking for a bomber.
You're looking for hitters.
You're looking for a straight hitter. You're looking for amazing iron play and great
Good
putting
putters.
this week.
Yep.
Brooks Koepka and Dustin Johnson and Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy are still, they can still destroy this course if they really wanted to. Tiger's done it once before.
Right.
But the big hitting isn't going to help you as much as it's going to other places here. So that makes it that there's a lot of guys in play. And guys who have good iron play, who can get hot on the greens, I think it's going to be a close tournament this week. It's going to be, I would say, probably 5 to 6 under is going to win this tournament.
That's what I was going to ask you next, is what you think's good. Because last year, I think the winner was like 16 under.
Yeah, but when they do the Pro-Am, they play 3 different courses, and then they play Pebble again on Sunday.
Right.
So it's a little bit different. But just, I think this is the last 5. So it was 72. Jack won by 3 shots with a total score of 290, which is huge. In 82, Tom Watson beat Jack by 2 with a score of 282, so 8 better than Jack. 92, Tom Kite, 285 over Jeff Sluman, which, by the way, Tom Kite, not a big hitter. Tom Watson, not a big hitter. Jack, for his day, was. 2000, Tiger won by 15 in one of the most dominant championships ever. The second, I think he finished at like 12 under, and the next best score was 3 over. So that tells you how that tournament went for everyone else. And then the most recent tournament was 2010. Graham McDowell won by 1 shot over Gregory Havret. You know who that is?
Nope.
I don't either.
Nope.
With a score of 284, which has to be over par. I don't know exactly what it is, but let's see. If Tiger was 270, no, it was even. So even par is what McDowell shot.
Wow.
To win that. So there's been 2 majors where they've been under par, and only one guy finished under par in one of those majors. The other guy was Tom Kite back in the day, and he was 2 under. So, like you said, it's gonna be a tough course. There's gonna be a lot of trouble around, but you want accuracy. That's what you want. And if you get accuracy this week, I mean, these guys are gonna be you're gonna have some guy that's on fire. I don't think Brooks Koepka is gonna do well this week. That's my surprise actually, is he misses the cut this week. That is my big surprise.
I like your big surprise.
I think he misses the cut this week.
So I'm gonna, because I got to make my pick. If you're done, I'll make my pick.
Yes, I have. Unless you guys have questions about Pebble, but
I do not. Do you?
No, I love Pebble. So
Guys, look out for, like I have here, McDowell, because he's won it before.
Yep.
Snedeker, who is a good straight ball hitter. Casey, who does well here. Molinari, wouldn't be surprised. Everybody's talking about Tiger because it's Tiger. You never know. He was off this time. He won the Masters. We'll see what happens. X-Man, I always like him. We'll see. He's playing a little rough lately. But my pick this week is Jason Day.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that is Steve Williams is going to be on the bag for Jason Day. So I really hope that Tiger and Day play one of the days on the weekend.
That'd be awesome.
I told Cody, I said, hopefully it's Sunday and Tiger beats him and then bitch slaps him for tattletelling like a little bitch that Steve Williams is. So.
And well, actually, you were the next pick, my friend.
Okay. Well, I still am going back and forth.
You want me to go then?
No, I'm not. I know.
No, he doesn't want you to go.
I know who my pick's going to be. So last week I said I had a very surprise pick, and he was going to be the guy, and I still would be shocked if he wins this tournament. But Webb Simpson, If I was in Vegas, I'd be putting some money on Webb Simpson. I don't know what his odds are. Probably 30 or 40 to 1. Webb Simpson this week. He's a straight ball hitter. He's not that long off the tee. Probably averages like 280.
So she said.
Well, I mean, that's why she's with him. Not that long off the tee, but the dude is accurate. He hits
the spot.
When he does, right on the green spot. The G spot is what I call it. The green spot. That's what it is. His iron play is phenomenal. The problem is he has issues with his putter every once in a while. So You know, sometimes it's too long, sometimes it's too short. It happens.
But he always hits the spot.
But he always hits the spot. Eventually, he gets it right in the hole. But seriously,
He's cashing in.
seriously, Webb Simpson though is one of the most accurate iron players on tour. His putting though, if he gets hot, he's done it before. He's won the Players. He's won the U.S. Open. I mean, he's been here. He knows how to win. He just got to get that putter going. But the rest of his game's solid. But I'm not taking him this week.
After all that.
I'm taking Phil Mickelson this week.
I like it. Good pick.
Phil has played well at Pebble in the past. Phil has never won a U.S. Open. He's been a bridesmaid 3 times, I think.
And he won the Pro-Am this year.
He choked. Yes, he did. He choked in Winged Foot in 06 bad where he should have won. And Sunday just happens to be Phil Mickelson's birthday. What a story that would be. Yep. Father's Day. He's got 4 kids. It's his birthday. He's never won a U.S. Open. That would be the Grand Slam for Phil. That would solidify him as one of the top 5 best players of all time if he wins this. He's top 10 right now, but this would put him right there. So I'm taking Phil this week.
Like it.
Nice. Well, mine's going to be short and sweet. The heart wants Phil or Tiger, but I'm going to take Brooks.
Yep, so he'll miss the cut. Thank you for solidifying my I guess now it's not really much of an upset anymore.
Because I do want to say that Brandon has 3 missed cuts in a row and 4 out of the last 5.
Yep, thank you.
All those times I was using CBS, I didn't get on CBS Sports once.
Hey,
so we're going to see how it goes.
You know what's funny? I use CBS too, and I haven't done that bad. And then for the Stat Parrot, he is taking
Phil?
No.
Oh, Tiger?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good pick.
Tiger.
Tiger will make the cut. He'll finish top 20.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck it, give me Tiger. I said, okay. All right, MLB. We already talked a lot about this, about Papi getting shot. I think everybody heard several times. Got shot in a bar in the Dominican Republic. And 7 men were involved. 6 have been picked up. You know, we wish him the best, even though he's a Red Sox. I wish him the best. He was a good guy for baseball, a good guy for commentating. Him and A-Rod go back and forth. I love it. We just wish him the best.
Is he still with TBS or ESPN, whichever one he was with?
Yeah. And, it's sad to hear these things happen, but it's just unfortunate to see it happen to a good guy like him. And like we said, we wish him the best, but you never know what you never know.
Like I was telling you earlier, I think before the show, David Ortiz down there in the Dominican Republic he's like a god down there. So very loved throughout that country down there. But those 6 guys and 7 if they catch the other guy, those will all die in jail because they're not going to survive if found guilty and everything. They will probably die in that jail.
Oh yeah.
But very sad what happened. It was definitely an assassination attempt. If you see the footage, it's very eerie. Cringeworthy a little bit, but just straight assassination attempt. And hope those guys get what they deserve.
I agree. I hope they get what they deserve, but time will tell. And I think they're going to get it, especially in the Dominican. But I don't know. Like you said, time will tell. So for this, what was the other thing here? I don't care about the standings so much. I know the Yankees and Tampa are up in the East.
No, I don't care either.
What about Bumgarner getting pissed off at Max Muncy?
That was probably the favorite thing I saw all weekend. So when you give up or when you throw a meatball right down the middle of the plate and a dude hits it 500 feet into the ocean and stares at it for like 3 seconds, it wasn't even that long, didn't do a bat flip, just stared at it, and then Bumgarner goes and starts running his mouth, crying. Dude, don't do it. And that's my favorite part is that's what Muncy said, don't throw that then. If you don't want to, see a home run, don't throw it.
Is this guy good? Has he hit
Max Muncy?
Yeah,
he's not bad.
He's hit a lot of homers before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I didn't know if this was like his first home run and he's just staring it down. I was like, no, I mean I don't have a problem with it. It's not like it's like you said, he didn't do the Batista bat flip and.
Well, he did. He stared at. I mean, he hit it. He stared at it and then he walked. It was no longer than 3 seconds.
It was a shot too.
Yeah, he hit it past the buoy in McCovey Cove.
Yeah, I mean, so that deserves
Because what did he say? You can find it in the ocean.
Watch.
Yeah, he said you want to go find it in the ocean. I mean, that's the thing is that I used to like Mad Bum, but he just bitches so much now. Like it's all he does is cry anymore. Like, dude, get over it.
Yeah, I mean, you're
starting to lose it.
Like you said, you throw that right down the the pipe, and he puts it in the water. I mean, there's nothing. You can't get pissed off at that. It would be different if it was like a curveball on the outside or something like that. But I mean, you threw it right down the middle. he knocked it out of the park. It definitely deserved a 3-second watch or whatever, however long it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny though.
All right. Well, anything else on baseball yet?
Nope, that was it.
No one cares?
Nope.
Nope. What is
Too
it,
early.
June?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even an all-star break yet.
No one cares. All right, let's talk about the USA women's soccer team.
Yeah.
Throw the
13
damn
nothing.
towel.
Love it. I mean,
Throw
that's
the
awesome.
damn towel. Thank you for Rocky 4.
My
I saw those memes or GIFs, whatever, a lot yesterday. So.
GIF.
my
GIF.
past crush, Alex Morgan, had 5 goals. Ugh. I don't like her anymore because she got married. But
Did you see the critics that are saying they should have let down or they shouldn't have celebrated like they did?
I don't think it was critics. I think it was just someone on the
critics or
Canadian
whatever.
national team who used to play. And yeah, no, not at all. Did you see what Alex Morgan said back to that?
Yeah, I mean,
said it's
you're-
our dream to score in the World Cup. That's what we're gonna do.
Exactly. I mean, you
You play to win
Yeah.
the game. You play
know-
to blow the shit out of the other team.
you work your ass off and you finally get to the World Cup and you score a goal. It's not like you're just going to walk off. That's something that, like you just said, you dream of. So I have no problem with that.
Just shows the pussification of where we're getting to now in sports and
That's
I-
basketball for real.
the
True.
the everyone deserves a trophy, or oh, you're up by 10, just stop scoring. No, that's athletes are built to score as much as possible, win. That's all. Your job isn't to just stop and let, because you know what happens, and I'm not saying this would have happened yesterday. What happens when you're up by 25 in basketball in mid-third quarter? LeBron James takes over the game because you let off the gas pedal and you lose. Say, in any sport it happens. Right when you let off that gas pedal, that's when you start to lose. Now, soccer is different, but I don't understand why anyone. I wish they would have scored 26. Who cares? That's what you should do. You should try to score as much as possible. And also on top of that, I hate when people say that, because if you get to a point where in the World Cup, if you have the same amount of wins as anyone, you know what they go off of is tiebreaker? Goals scored. So now they just scored 13 goals. So if they happen to lose a game and two other teams tie them at 2-1 in their group, they have more goals than everybody. So they get to go through. So you keep scoring. So for everyone that says it's stupid, and really it was the Canadian national team and probably some snowflake fairies, I mean, that's dumb. Grow up. Be better.
It's just like in football, when a team, plays a nobody and they score, 60 points. It's like, oh, why did you have to run to score? Well, stop them, I mean, if you don't like it, stop them.
Yeah, I don't care. I hope that every year when these teams
Play better defense.
And look what happens. You know what happens? Appalachian State beats Michigan. That's what happens when you don't sit there and score points.
Absolutely.
When you give up shit. I mean, that's it. I hope Ohio State beats whatever shit opponent they play in the first game 80-0 every year. That's the point. You know what, though? That team doesn't bitch about it. You know why? Because they're getting paid to go there. They know they're playing better competition. They know they're not going to beat them. Why do you think teams get so happy when they score a touchdown with a minute left when they're down 70-0 against a powerhouse? Because they just scored on a powerhouse. Granted, it's their third string, but I mean, that's the whole point. That's the point of sports, is to win, not to go out there and have a good time.
Yep.
I don't know. It baffles my mind that people think that way. Maybe that's just me. Gary loves participation trophies.
He does.
Mark, though, on the other hand, Mark is an athlete.
That's right. That's right. So speaking of athletes,
I'm just making sure you're paying attention.
how about the Raiders on Hard Knocks?
What a waste of TV time. What a waste.
That's going to be like a freaking reality show. I mean, it's going to be great to watch.
I gave up HBO a few years ago because there was nothing fun on it. So,
gonna be-
nothing fun past or before like 11 p.m.
I mean, technically it is a reality show, but you know what I mean. It's going to be. I think it's going to be good. What do they do? Like 7 episodes or 6 episodes or something? I think it.
Yeah,
it's
they
fun.
should start right at July training camp. So it should be like 6 episodes, one a week.
Yeah, I wish they would go the whole season, or at least halfway in, or something like that.
Well, because a lot of it's going to be Antonio Brown talking shit and Gruden, being Gruden. So who else do they got? Oh, they got Perfect now too, don't they?
Yeah.
That'll be pretty good then.
No, I mean last year was cool with the Browns because a guy from our area was actually, he went to St. John's, was on there, and one of the big guys
made
on the
the
show.
team.
Yeah. He was on the show up until I think he was the last one to get cut or something, like week 4 of the preseason.
Here, fun fact, on this day, we'll get to it later, but on June 12th, 1984, was the last Game 7 for a title in any major sports around. Celtics beat the Lakers with Larry the Bird. Larry the Bird.
Also, 25 years ago today, Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown were killed by unknown assailant.
OJ.
Unknown assailant.
Samson. Knight.
The briefcase?
J.O. Samsonite.
Yes. I'm just saying. Glove didn't fit.
You must have quit. All right. So what about the Belmont Stakes? I got those results. So we all took non-favorites. So
Oh, we're talking about horse racing? I thought we were talking about actual stakes.
the Belmont Stakes, Stakes.
How do you cook a Belmont steak?
Throw a horse on a grill. It wouldn't sound like that if you threw it on.
Oh, yeah, it could.
Like,
I mean, if it's like falling down.
Good one.
Just saying.
Don't quit your day job.
so
What were you saying?
Brandon's pick, Bourbon War, finished 10th out of 10. Bear's pick, and he was at 12-1 odds.
He was.
Bear's pick of Intrepid Heart, 10-1 odds, finished 8th out of 10.
Not bad.
Stat Parrot picked Tax, 15-1 odds, finished 4th.
Yep.
And the winner, my horse, Sir Winston, at 12-1 odds, finished first.
Good for you, because I knew someone picked him because the name was so funny when I watched it. And I was
Yeah.
like, I think I picked him.
And that was the last pick, and I didn't know until I put this on for the show, like a half hour
I
before
know you
the show.
didn't because I even texted you who won, and you're like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Dude, I was so busy on Sunday and Saturday, or whenever it was Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all, just.
I was busy at the bar.
These were all really
Drinking.
random picks. It's not like none of us are, horse enthusiasts or anything. So, no, Gary, what was your horse's name again?
Sir Winston.
No, I thought it was Pile
Sir Winston Churchill
Winston.
Pile
Last week when you used that was funny. This week, you forced it. Didn't like it.
I still like it. Pile
I still like it because.
Do you think Pile Mai, since
good.
he was killed on the
It's
show, do you think he was
actually
actually our meat for our chicken parm?
I mean, I hope not.
Could have been.
Horse parm.
Probably the cheese.
I mean, that was like
probably was the cheese.
17 years ago, so I hope not.
That would be bad.
Well,
wouldn't
maybe they froze it for that long.
it? All right. You want to give us what happened with Nadal and the French Open?
Yeah, Nadal won again. I think he's like 12 out of 14 at the French Open. 12 out of 15. One year he withdrew and had two losses.
Is that on clay or grass?
Clay.
Clay,
Yeah,
okay.
He's an absolute monster. He beat Federer in the semis and then beat some no-name, I think, because Djokovic lost in the semis too, I think. I don't remember who he beat because it was someone I didn't even recognize. But, yeah, he won in 4 sets. So he lost in, let me see if I can remember this, 2009, I think, to Federer in the quarters, and Federer ended up winning that year. And then I think he lost in 2013 to Djokovic in the quarters as well. And then the next year, so it would have been 2014, he hurt his arm in the third round, and had to retire. So he had to withdraw. So he didn't get that one. And every other year he's won. So
Nice.
12 out of 15. That's
Pretty good.
unbelievable. And by the way, I think he's like 2 off of Federer right now for most Grand Slams. 2 or 3 off of Federer. You don't think Nadal as that, but Nadal is going to be literally the second best tennis player of all time behind Roger Federer when it's all said and done.
Well, I think he's going to pass Pete Sampras. If not, he already did.
I think he's next. I think Sampras is.
Doesn't Federer Doesn't Federer have 20? Total?
I think so. And I think Nadal's got 17.
Stat fake parrots
Yeah.
looking it up. Roger Federer has 20.
Yes.
You are
Yeah.
correct.
What is Nadal? That was 17.
I am looking that up right now. Give me a moment.
And Sampras had like 15, so he's already passed
Who?
Sampras.
Who?
Pete.
Pete?
Rafael
Mike?
Jones. Nadal has 18.
18. So he's
There
2
we go.
behind.
Yeah.
Novak Djokovic has 15, and he started 3 years later.
Yep. Joker came on. No
Yep.
doubt. Where's
It's
Sampras
basically
at?
those 3. 14.
Andy Murray's done, right? He retired last year, didn't he?
Yes.
I think he did. He won Wimbledon. That's
He
a
didn't
lot.
have
Those
shit,
are
though.
those are the
He's
big
got
three.
he's got a hot model girlfriend, I think. So it's okay.
Those are the big three. So those.
So, but here's what you look at, like you just said. So you look at like Federer, 6 Australian Opens, 1 French, 8 Wimbledon, 5 U.S. Opens. So it's pretty spaced out. Nadal, 1 Australian, 2 Wimbledon, 3 U.S., 12 French. And then you look at, but
he owns the
Djokovic,
clay.
Djokovic is the same thing here. Australian Open, 7, Wimbledon, 4, U.S. Open, 3, French Open, 1. And that you go back to Pete Sampras, he has 7 Wimbledons, 5 U.S. Open, no French Open, and 2 Australian Open. Never
yeah.
won the French.
Because he's an American. Damn it.
Who's 5th in line? I
Ag-
guarantee you guys, neither one of you will get this.
So it's not Agassi.
Yeah, I was gonna say Agassi, but it's not.
Dude, Agassi's way down.
Bjorn Borg.
Bjorn Borg? No.
Be on board.
I don't know.
And I was wrong. Andre's like 6th. Roy Emerson.
Heard of the name?
Sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you. I couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Right.
No.
Anything else before I go into On This Day?
Nope. Did Serena win?
Who?
I don't even know who won
I don't
the
even know who
women's
won the
French.
women's either.
Look at I think I thought
think
Madison Keys was up there, but
I don't think Serena won.
I don't think she played.
Barty beat some Russian.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
All right. Move on. What?
Ashley Barty.
American? Or
First Grand Slam singles title. No.
European?
England,
British,
English,
whatever.
yeah, something like that. All right, 1919. Walter Hagen beat Mike Brady by 1 stroke in an 18-hole playoff
I like it. Tom Brady's
to win his second and final U.S. Open. Baseball. This is interesting. 1922. St. Louis Brown Hub Pruitt strikes out Babe Ruth 3 straight times. So this is a significant thing if it made this.
The Bambi?
That wimpy deer?
Screwed that one up.
Probably the only one who did that. So that's probably why it's on there.
Also in 1922 on this day, St. Louis, in the same game, got 10 hits in a row. Wait a minute. How is this possible? Babe Ruth played for, at that time, he didn't play. Who did he play for in 1922? Yankees,
Boston.
right? Or Boston. It says
No, it
St.
might be
Louis.
the Yankees.
St. Louis gets
Yeah, I think
record
it's
10
true.
hits in a row and beats Phillies 14-8. How is that possible?
Oh. Well, it's got to be 2 different games then.
But how is that
Maybe
possible?
there's a doubleheader that day.
Yeah, they played New York and then the Phillies?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, New York Yankee Lou Gehrig in 1928 hit 2 triples and 2 home runs against the White Sox in a
I hit 2 triples
15-7
in one
win.
game.
Jesus.
Struck out the other 2. No, 2 singles. Went 4 for 4.
How do you go from 2 triples to 2 strikes to 2 triples and 2 singles?
Well, because I bet
Because he ate 2 triples
I was
and
about
2
to say, are you
singles.
sure you didn't go to
Wendy's.
Wendy's that day? You stole my frickin' fire.
Hey.
All right. What else has happened in this day? Besides me ball tapping Brandon in a minute.
Please do it. I want to see it.
You're pretty far away.
1948 U.S. Open at the Golf Riviera. Ben Hogan dominates final 2 rounds, shooting 68 and 69, 2 shots ahead of runner-up Jimmy Demaret. Is that right?
Sounds right.
Third of his 9 major titles.
Nice.
Connie Mack was named the honorary manager of the All-Star Game in 1950.
Nice.
1957, Stan Musial plays his 823rd game, new NL consecutive game streak at the time. 1975, Hank Aaron's first home run in Milwaukee since 1965. Took him 10 years to hit one.
Nice. And he still had the record.
Right. 1979, Tigers fire manager Les Moss hiring Sparky Anderson,
Yeah, Sparky.
who in this picture is in a Reds outfit.
Classy.
1981, Larry Holmes TKOs Leon Spinks in 3 for WBC heavyweight title.
Remember that one. I was there.
Jack,
Front row.
1983,
Got the blood.
1983, Jack Nicklaus, at the Jack Nicklaus Golf Club LPGA Championship. Patty Sheehan comes from 7 strokes behind with a final round of 66, 6 under to finish 2 strokes ahead of runner-up Sandra Haney. 1990, New York Yankee, a lot of Yankees. Reliever Dave Righetti becomes 9th to record 200 saves.
I think that sounds like a spaghetti thing.
Right,
Yeah,
and here's another
Righetti
Ricky
spaghetti.
Henderson thing.
Dave Spaghetti.
He's been on here a few times. 1990, Oakland A's Ricky Henderson becomes the second to steal 900 bases.
Who was first?
To what?
Steal 900 bases.
Those Dominican boys?
No, they stole Papi's heart. Hey, Papi.
Cal Ripken.
I think that is wrong.
Muhammad Ali.
I don't know. I just asked a question.
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
1991 NBA championship. The Bulls beat the Lakers 4-1. 1997 first ever interleague game.
Jordan.
Giants beat the Rangers 4-3.
That was Jordan's first title, by the way.
What? In 1997?
91. You
Yeah,
said
that
he
was
beat-
his. Yeah, that was earlier. 2002 Lakers beat the New Jersey Nets 4-0. Who was your MVP of that NBA Finals?
Robert Horry.
Lakers beat the Nets. Shaq.
Yes. 2009 Stanley
shout,
Cup
Ray.
Final. Joe Louis Arena. Pittsburgh Penguins edge the Detroit Red Wings 2-1 to win 4 games 2-3.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yes.
It says top 10 career stolen bases. Oh, It's by league.
Well, Ricky's got like 1472, I think.
Hold on a second. Okay, so Lou Brock would have been the first one.
Lou Brock.
Why they do it by a league, I don't know. Dude, speaking of that, Billy Hamilton's at 782, by the way. He's in third all
He's
time.
still with the Reds or no?
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the worst
think.
hitters ever, but
Yeah.
Is he still with the Reds?
I don't know.
Either that or the Rangers.
Billy, he might have got traded to the Rangers. I think you could be right. Or he could have went to Kansas City. We could all be wrong.
There you go. Very wrong.
All right. Oh, great. All right. And then in 2016, two things happened on this day. Cristiano Ronaldo becomes first footballer to top Forbes' highest paid athletes list, earning $88 million. Also on that day in 2016, the Pittsburgh Penguins beat the San Jose Sharks 3-1 for a 4-2 series victory, Penguins' fourth title. That's all I got for the. Yeah, I see you over there. I see you over there, Brandon. I see you. All right, so we got some birthdays on this day.
But they have a fight.
Anybody that's worth talking about? Hideki Matsui. I like him. Also a former Yankee.
Yep.
Was he
45.
Okay, never mind.
45.
I felt like he was
49.
45 when he played with the Yankees.
How about Larry Foote?
Larry Foote is
Hockey player.
No.
41.
No, and he's 39. Linebacker, Tampa Bay.
Who was the foot that played for the Avalanche? I thought that was Larry Foote.
My left foot.
I do know.
That's by the way, that's Stat Parrot's new name. He dropped a table on his foot at the show. Couldn't work the rest of the show.
Table foot.
Yeah, dropped it on his little parrot foot. Done. Caw. All right, that's all I got for this. I think we're good. As always, thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you to Brandon at All Wear Clothing, first primary sponsor of OTL Sports Podcast. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. Thank you, Sean, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding area, and not.
The whole Dominican Republic.
Love it. Thank you to Verizon, PNC, Cassandra over there at PNC, and also thank you to Ben Meyer at Yark, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Entire DraftKings lineup for golf. Keegan Bradley, Jason Day, Bryson DeChambeau, Thomas Peters, John Rahm, Justin Thomas.
I'm winning.
Adam Foote, by the way.